It's the female bodybuilding channel.
Welcome.
It's the Olympia peak week. And JB,
Yep.
how many times have I posted in the female bodybuilding stories that I miss Monique Jones?
Very often, very often.
Very often. Do you see that, Monique? Have you seen it?
I see it here and there. I do.
Yeah. You can't do it too much, but because then it becomes a little bit stalkerish. But it's Olympia peak week. We're gonna get Sheena Ohlig on soon, also. But first, Monique, it's been a couple of years out of stage. How are you feeling outside the stage of bodybuilding? How have you been?
I feel amazing. Yeah, I feel good. I think it's hard sometimes for the competitors to kind of like transition, but I mean, I'm good. Yeah, I miss the stage. You know, I miss being up there and entertaining the crowd, but all the other stuff, no.
No. But we still see that you're very active. You're still training and living a healthy lifestyle. How is your workout schedule for yourself and diet-wise now in retirement?
I still do the same. I still train at the same time. I do my cardio, my workouts. I still watch what I eat. I mean, you know, I might have a little something here and there, but you know, and all, it's a lifestyle. So I'm fine. Yeah.
And you're coaching. You're very active with, especially. Is it posing or most coaching? What are you most active with?
It's both. I do both. I coach and I do the posing and the routines and all of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy it.
Right. And how are you feeling now in peak week for the Olympia? Are you extra excited? Do you what are you feeling?
It's some new faces on the roster. It's gonna be interesting. Because it's a lot of good size on there this year. Yeah.
They a lot of good size. Sheena, first of all, you have to rotate your camera. I know you're having a huge bodybuilding channel yourself, but you have to learn to. There you go.
Yeah.
Fine. It's good.
I should have. I do this. I know this already.
That's good.
Mo,
What's up?
girl, I love you, girl.
Man, I miss you. It's been so long.
We can't see you, Sheena. Your screen is frozen.
Buying the stage.
Okay. Fix. No.
You gotta fix it, Sheena.
Hold on.
Yeah, we lost her.
Yeah, we can get it back.
Bad internet.
Yeah.
This Olympia, JB.
Yeah.
How many years have we had the Miss Olympia?
Me. I follow Miss Olympia since I think 18 years now.
18 years.
Yeah. And yeah. So it's my 18th or 19th year, and I'm really excited to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes, back in Las Vegas, and yeah, we'll see if it's a good show because to a colleague I said, okay, I missed the times where Amazon had made the live stream where it's TV quality and so on, and ESPN was there, and yeah, but maybe it's getting better. I think it's going to be awesome, but yeah, I missed those times where it's glamorous, you know, and yeah, it was a big event.
What's your favorite Miss Olympia moment, Monique, that you can remember?
What? Pardon?
Favorite Miss Olympia moment?
Yeah.
Shoot, the first time I did it. I guess maybe my first Olympia. Of course, that will probably be the highlight of it. Just making it to the stage, making it to that stage. Yeah.
And that year you were one of the absolute favorites to win it. It was a great year, huh?
What year? Which year was that? The last one I did?
Yeah.
I think that was at the Rising Phoenix.
Yeah, but didn't you do it the 2020?
Yeah, I did do that. I did do the Olympia.
You were one of the favorites to win the show.
You know, about that. You come out the first, you do the prejudging, they put you in a little, first, second, third, whatever. And then you come back to the night show and then you done fell down to the line. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This year, as we're looking at the list, JB, Sheena is struggling there, by the way. We have to mention some athletes that is not with us. The great Anastasia Kovaleva from Russia via Romania. Sadly, this is her second year. She's been on prep for the Olympia, and there's no visa because of Russia, America, and Monique prepping for a show for the second year with no visa. That's got to be tough.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So she's not coming. Okay.
No.
Wow.
Sadly,
she's one of the big girls I was talking about. She's pretty. She's got some good size.
Yeah, she's very impressive.
Yeah.
JB, if she would have made it, JB, top 6 material.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. What do you think, Monique? A top 6 would be a possibility for her. She has a different look, different look than the others.
And that's the thing. She's large. She's a big woman, but they're very picky. On the stage, like you got to be carved and diced and sliced and stuff too. Also, but I mean, she looks amazing though. Yeah, big, nice size.
And then also JB, sadly, the legend Hella Trevino, she's injured.
Yeah. Sadly.
This is a little bit of a, what can we say? We don't know if she's going to come back. We're not sure. There's a lot of injuries. She's getting close to 50 now, and she's out. And Monique, what do you think about Hella Trevino's legacy? It's a great legacy she has.
She did a remarkable job over the years. She did very well for herself. Yeah.
It's sad that she is out. We're going to look at some of the girls here, and we're going to talk to a little bit about, especially we have Tiana Flex and we have Selyka Givan. Did you remember that matchup this year, Monique? Do you remember the Triple O and then the Master O, but their 2 battles?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What do you like about Selyka's physique?
She, I think she has good symmetry and shape. She shape is beautiful. To me, it's the shape that gets you in there through the door. The shape. She's a beautiful shape. She's very well balanced. She looks amazing to me. Yeah.
JB, one of the most impressive backs right now is sadly not Monique Jones no more. It is Selyka Givan. JB, this back. This is bodybuilding, huh?
Bubbles everywhere. So it was very impressive. Yeah. So, yeah. Good
Tiana Flex is the first ever woman from South Africa to make the Miss Olympia. She's been going really hard this year. A lot of shows. Tiana Flex, that is. She changed her coach in the middle of the season. 2 tough losses. And then she got the victory over Selyka in Japan. She's now the Miss Master O. And it was the conditioning that separates itself from Selyka. Although Selyka has a more rounder, bubblier physique. First, there's Sheena. She's back.
Sorry, guys.
We're going to finish that one we talked about before we bring in.
Yeah.
You have to turn it around again.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. JB, Selyka and Tiana, 1-1 each. Will it come down to conditioning of which of them will place higher between those 2, JB?
I think Tiana will make the spot in phase of conditioning. I think she proved it that she can do it. But in overall look, I think Selyka will win against her. because
that was not
she
an
has
answer.
this more impressive look on stage. You know what I mean?
So that was not an answer. Who do you think will place higher of those two?
Selyka.
Selyka. Even if the conditioning is not going to be better than Tiana.
Yep, because the overall impression is better, I think.
What do you think, Monique?
I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna ride out for that one.
Okay, yeah. Sheena, do you believe conditioning should go over the what can I say? The bigger, more 3D, rounder look?
Say something.
No. So wait, real quick. Is it okay to keep the phone this way or should I turn it back around?
Turn it around.
All right, let's go. I want to do it right.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Woo.
All right, so let's talk about it. Listen, I think, first of all, I think shape has to beat out conditioning. If we're going to put it on a tier, I think shape has to beat out conditioning because conditioning is a very real quality. Like that's a very top tier quality. And I think that can separate the game. But I think if somebody has better lines, better shape, better flow, better proportions, I think that in and of itself is the art of bodybuilding. And, you know, really what makes bodybuilding, because unfortunately you'll have some girls out there, and there's a few girls in this lineup that come in smashing conditioning, but they have a lot of imbalances. They have body parts that don't match up with other body parts that don't really flow. You know, a shape that's not super duper, you know, aesthetic. And I think that there has to be more of a weighted average on the shape and the round, bubbly muscle and the healthy looking shape and skin than coming in peeled and grainy and hard, which we've gotten, you know, harsh feedback for that before at times. So there's a real challenge there. And I think that remains in the judges' hands, to be honest. I think, you know, there has to be a more consistent judging across the board to really shift that needle in the other direction.
And JB, when you ask an athlete about their opinion, if you ask Arnold, who does he like? He's going to say, I like Cedric, guys like himself. So when you ask Dorian, he's going to say, I like the conditioning guys. So Sheena, you're saying it because you are what you are saying that you like, correct?
Yeah.
I happen to fall into the category of girls that don't necessarily bring razor sharp conditioning. And I'm working on it, right? Like that is always a goal, and that I never, you know, speaking objectively, I don't believe that my bias or what I'm capable of doing is really biasing my opinion necessarily, because I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it for the sport. Like my opinion is based off of what I like to see, not just what I bring to the stage. You know, I would much rather one of the women who have great aesthetics, great lines, great shape, and a high level of conditioning. I'm not saying it blots out conditioning. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that, you know, if you're big, if you're bubbly, if you're shapely, you don't have to come in conditioned or you just get a pass on it. I'm just saying you have to be conditioned enough. And I think if you're conditioned enough to where all those other factors, you know, still give you that wow, how can you knock a girl down because of that conditioning?
Yeah.
Let's jump into next one. First of all, Sheena, where have you been? You quickly about you. You went away to pack on some size for 2026, correct? I'm
packing on some size for 2026. I'm rehabbing an injury, unfortunately, so that I can be, you know, my best self in 2026. You know, I injured my knee over the summer. I tore my MCL and PCL. Thankfully, it doesn't require surgery. And although they're very high grade tears, my shape and my strength and the way that I built up my body has put me in a really unique position where my doctor doesn't believe that we need to go in for surgery. He is a big fan of bodybuilding, so he's doing everything in his powers to keep me off of the cutting table. So aside from, you know, sort of being sidelined and not able to compete this year, you know, just really putting a lot of emphasis onto myself, you know, family, just, you know, a lot of growth and a lot of healing and a lot of self-care, but still following the sport very closely.
Are you able to train upper body?
I am able to train upper body. I am. And even though I've had those 2 shoulder surgeries, I've learned how to train around them. And one of my bigger focuses for the year is definitely going to be on like bringing up that width across my shoulders, the round bubbliness in the shoulders, and developing the thickness in my back. I really want that to pop this year.
Could you feel the love from female bodybuilding challenge for what you delivered last year?
Oh, I felt the love. I felt the love. I felt, the shout outs, the energy. One of my favorite photos, actually, JB, you took, and it was a screenshot of the Toronto pros. My hands overhead abdominals, the hand and arm and thigh abdominals, and it's one of my favorite pictures. I feel like it captured the real essence, and even though it's a screenshot of the stream, it's definitely one of my favorite looks, and I just want to improve on that. And then at the Tampa, that was probably, I feel like the Tampa was my best package last year because I felt like I had a thickness and a density and a sharpness. And I felt that love, and I just felt the overall love for women's bodybuilding in general from the channel. So I have to shout you guys out for that.
Yeah. We're going to talk about 2 ladies next, JB. Here we have a little bit similar bodies. Maybe not the hardest girls, but very nice, beautiful structure and very good aesthetics. Martina Lopez and Chelsea Dion. They've never faced each other. They're taller and wider, but they're known for some of the same things. Martina Lopez, she turned pro just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And she's not the biggest, but she's very beautiful, balanced. She has great upper lower body development, tiny, great abs and thigh. She flows beautifully. And in my opinion, she's probably one of the best girls to deliver the routine right now. It's crazy. Yeah. And she won, what can we say? What show did she win, JB? It was a little bit lower level show. There was no one there. But she won it. Which was it?
Lopez, not in Spain. Was it Portugal? No.
I feel like that was that the pro show.
No, then she lost to Nadia. No.
Yeah.
Or was it Emperor? Nadia didn't do it. Anyway, she is coming into her first Olympia, and Monique Martina Lopez. Are you familiar with her physique?
Yes.
What do you think?
In
this lineup,
man, these girls big. It's a massive girls up there this year.
Big. She's gonna be outweighed by a lot.
Yeah,
and outconditioned.
Yeah, it's hard to say with that one because this is the first one. That's the first one. Normally the first one, you go, you put your toe in the water, you go put your toe in the water, and you got to go to a few more. That's what I'm gonna say.
What do you think, Sheena?
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a great opportunity for her to get that experience, to get some feedback from the Olympia level judges against the Olympia level ladies. I mean, these are all of the top competitors literally in the world, right? And so you look real good at the regional shows, right? You look real good at the Tampa Pro. You look real good because you're the best of that small group of women, but now you're up against the best of the best. It's the creme de la creme. And I think some of her weaknesses are going to be amplified here, sort of taken advantage of. And it's really going to be, honestly, I feel like this is a really strong group of women. I think there's so much, I don't see a whole lot of flaws in these ladies, especially with the packages they brought this year across the board. But I think that some of, whoever brings the best package that day, and, you have to be spot on, whoever is a little bit off, that's where your weaknesses are really going to get amplified.
JB, Chelsea Dion. First of all, incredible. She's only 34 years old, and this will be her third Olympia. This is something we don't see in women's bodybuilding beside Levania Burrows, obviously. Very impressive that she managed this so quickly. Great structure, big, tall, feminine, can move. It's been a long year, JB. It's been up and down. She didn't nail it at the Triple O. She's switched coach after a long time relationship with the only coach she ever had. Through her husband or boyfriend. They're prepping together. Last update, she was not the condition I was hoping we're going to see at this O. Are we going to see the same Chelsea with a little bit more density? Or was that Instagram update lying a little bit and she'll bring something new, JB? What do you think?
I think she would surprise us because she's what kind of person that she's hiding because
she's not hiding. We've seen the updates.
Yeah, the updates, but it can be also old pictures or something else to pretend something.
It's brand new pictures, he told me.
They're
brand new.
You can do everything with Photoshop.
They're brand new. They're not old.
She knows how to do Photoshop.
She knows how to Photoshop herself worse. Okay.
Yeah, just to hide everything. I don't know. And because it could be also old photos from last year or something. I think pretend this one. But anyway, I think because she's very ambitious, and I don't think she will be messing around with bad shape to come on Olympia stage. She has a big respect for the show and for the title. So she will.
And this is like her.
She started her prep. Talk to us a little bit as an Olympia athlete. How does it feel? She started her prep in January, I believe. She competed in April at the Triple O. Then she kept on competing for 2 more months. And then she maybe either had a break in the summer, started to eat, or stayed on plan. I don't know the coming on and off the supplements and all this. I don't know how that works for her. And now she keeps on prepping to the O, and she's also going to do the summer show, the show after the O. It's not easy to keep improving on conditioning, is it, when you prep an entire year?
You know, I was going to say that she's done like 4 shows, like 4 shows this year. This would be
started in first show in April, but started diet in January.
You know, I did that for like my first couple of years, and that was the worst.
It's hard.
It's hard. Like the first couple of shows, you like the first 2 shows, okay. The second one, you like, okay, yeah, you got better, but you start fading like the next few shows because it's like wear and tear on your body. You know, it's just a lot. I commend her for it. You know, keep going because this is hard. This is very hard on the mental. But you know, she's still sticking to it and bringing it. I mean, I watch her personally, her updates each day, just to see, you know, how she's doing because I can see the pain in her eyes, you know. Because I'm like, it's like I'm there with you. I'm like, dang, this is a lot, I know. So
yeah.
What do you think, Sheena? Cracking the top 6, is it a possibility? Top 6, and remember the lineup is crazy this year.
She's going to crack top 6 just because I have a feeling that the judges are going to go more conditioning side than anything. I think that with Andrea Shaw, the roundness, the athleticism, the popping 3D muscle, the density, the flow. I think Ashley's looking crazy. Angie's looking crazy. Angie's bringing that, you know, that telltale conditioning, grainy, hard. You know, she's maximizing her structure. I think freaking Selyka is going to bring it. I think she's had a lot of time to really improve the conditioning, and I know her mindset. I think that she can really dial it in. I think Leyvina really brought an awesome package. Nadia, you know, like these girls are going to come with some really serious. Miss Beast.
I was going to say.
Teich. I think she's going to be top 4.
Yeah.
She might push for the top.
We're going to give our top 5 at the end. Don't we?
So what that means is if Chelsea can't really hone in and like really dig in over these next 11 days, like she's gonna be fighting on that 6'7", you know, range.
Yep.
And I think just because her structure, I think a lot of the things are gonna play well to her favor. her structure, the vacuum pose, her package, her presentation. I think those things are really going to help. And I do believe that Chelsea I think that she can dial it in. I really do think that she can, zero in on what she needs to zero in. I think she's juggling a lot. And I think that regardless of the amount of focus that you think you've put into it, sometimes the stress and the sleep deprivation and just, being pulled in a lot of different ways. She's not only prepping her and her boyfriend, like they're not only prepping one another, but they started a team this year. So that in and of itself can be really overwhelming. And she's still doing her photography, and she still, does online stuff. So it's like she spread thin. I think she can dial it in, but it's going to take a lot of suffering over the next 11 days. I think she's going to be fighting for that 6'7", mark.
When she says 6'7", JB, I'm just going to mention something real quick. Andrea Shaw, Yeo, Ashley Jones, Melissa Teich, Alcione, Levania Burrows, Nadia. That's already 7 girls. Just saying, isn't it?
We forgot Natalia. Natalia.
I'm just saying. So we'll see. It's going to be stacked.
Yeah.
We're looking at next some girls on the list. We're just mentioning the girls, then we go into our predictions later. A new girl, 2 new girls, Hunter Henderson and Amanda Santos and Desunka Dawson. That's 3 new girls, actually. First of all, Desunka Dawson, she just won the Titans. She brought probably that was the other girl there. She brought good conditioning. That lineup, the girls were off. Sadly, they came in off, and she and Patty brought the conditioning, and Desunka was rewarded with a very nice shape. She flows well. She's not the biggest girl up there, but she was in the best condition with Patty. I really like Christine Nicole in that lineup, to be honest. But Desunka looked really good. Her first Olympia, Monique, Desunka Dawson. She's been around for a long time, jumping divisions. She's got to be excited to make the Miss Olympia.
Okay, I'm getting confused with
Desunka Dawson, VPD.
She started out in physique.
Desunka. Okay,
Sheena, Desunka.
Go to Sheena. I looked over at these girls.
There's a couple of reasons why, I'm familiar with Desunka. We competed together when I just came back on the scene in 2019 at the Tampa Pro, and we placed side by side. I think she got 5th, I got 4th, and I got 5th, or 5th and 6th, something like that.
So she beat you, is what you say.
She beat me.
Can I put a picture of her?
Can you pull up a picture? JB, can you pull up a picture?
Are you? Can you do that? She's from South
Texas. She's from Texas. I think she trains at Ronnie's gym. She trains at the same gym with Ronnie. She has that same sort of like Ronnie Coleman sort of mindset. I think that over the last couple of years, because she did make the jump to women's bodybuilding, and I did beat her in the women's bodybuilding. So so she beat me, but I beat her. But now she's got to the Olympia again. So we got 1-1 for the Olympia stage. The fact of the matter is, I think she has a really strong mindset. I think that there are parts of her physique that are missing for balance. I think her flow is amazing. You have that very statuesque sort of long athletic flow. She's a former track athlete like myself. So, we have sort of this foundation. And I think, if she's able to, going into next year, if she's able to really bring up some of those lagging parts to fill out the frame.
I'm talking about this Olympia, Sheena.
I think a lot of her weaknesses are going to be amplified by the other girls who are more balanced, and who pose better. I mean, even down to the posing, that's going to be a major factor too.
So her best bet, JB, in my opinion, would just come as hard as she possibly can and take someone out on condition. Correct, JB? At this all. Yeah.
That's it.
Hunter Henderson from powerlifting, went to women's bodybuilding 2022, did a great top 2 in her first show. She disappeared. Now she's back last year. She made some good improvements. We saw some balance in the upper body that was really missing before. She brought up some of her weak points, and she brought very good condition, in my opinion, improvements. Both shows. I was very pleased to see athletes bring up their conditioning when it's not their strong point in the beginning. And she's young. It's exciting to have young girls doing women's bodybuilding. And JB, Hunter Henderson. This is a wild card for this Olympia. Here, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah, that's true. Because we already know what the main judges are, but we don't know how the strategy is. And but she is a wild card because when she gets the balance she was building up all the last year now on the symmetry she had, she could be a wild card definitely because she has the genetics.
What do you think,
I
Monique?
think. Personally.
That's one of the big girls that I saw too. I was like, yeah, she has some nice wheels. Her wheels are nice.
Nobody can follow up, I think.
Yeah. She looks amazing to me. I think her balance is good too. Yeah. Yeah.
Can be better.
Hunter Henderson, a wild card for me personally. I have a very hard time predicting where she will be. She can be anywhere in the last 2-3 spots. She can climb all the way up to a 9th and a 10th, in my opinion. Gina, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that she definitely improved from last year, you know, just with the maturity of her muscle, the density of her muscle. She brought better conditioning. I think, like you said, it's sort of going to be a wild card, just depending on how the judges judge and sort of place the girls. I would actually probably put her up there with Chelsea just on the fact of her conditioning. So fighting for that
seventh place
spot.
Seventh, you have Hunter as high as 7th.
7th, 8th place. Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody's weaknesses can be exploited, but I could see her kind of high.
So you put money on Hunter for 7th at this all?
I said 7th. I said 7th, 8th. I said 7th, 8th. I'm not wrong.
Put it back out.
And next one, we're going to touch briefly. And by the way, so girls know, JB, last time at the Olympia, 3-4 years ago, he almost died editing. But he will edit in videos, not all, but videos of the girls we're talking about. So people don't just see your girls' pretty faces. They also see the athletes. And she put on the, when I say pretty face, she put on the picture there. You see it? She said, "Oh hell, that's the face we." Yeah. What happened, Sheena?
My video went out for a sec. Hold on.
Okay. JB, there's a new girl in town, and Monique, as you know, we like it big, and we like it when girls can be a little bit macho, the most musculars, and the quad shake, and the traditional ab shots, and the I am a woman, but I'm also a man type of women's bodybuilding. And Amanda Santos, she's our style. She's big. She's, she's hitting the most musculars and doing the quad shake and showing her six pack to the audience. This is how we like it. She's only 27.
What's her name now?
Amanda Santos.
Amanda. Okay.
Yeah. She got her Olympic qualification at the Rising because we fixed it for her. We told her you should do it. No one else is doing it. She did it, and she got the Olympic qualification on her first show.
We got third, right?
Yeah, but Sheena, she was last place at the. Baby, Amanda Santos is Olympia qualified, and she got last place at the Titan versus girls who were not in shape. That was not the lineup the weakest lineup of the year, and she got last place against girls she beat easy in the show before.
AJ, don't mention the Titans judging, please. Don't.
Monique, what do you do, Monique? You're going into your first O, and you just came last place in a weaker show 3 weeks before. What are we thinking? Yeah.
Well,
the way she started.
Yeah, I mean, just try to clean it up. Like
you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. Do something different. If it ain't working,
Did you like the judging at the? We're not gonna talk about judges per day. They don't like it, but did you agree with the results at Titan, Monique?
I don't really agree with any of their.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Sheena, did you
yeah.
agree with the placings at Titans?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that you could have switched the cups around, and it could have been anybody's game. I don't necessarily agree with Amanda placing last, but there could be an argument made for it because of the particular judges, biases and sort of what they wanted for the show. But
Yeah.
what are you going to do? I think in that case, especially because there's not a whole lot of time to pivot or make changes between that show and the Olympia, is double down on what you've been doing best. Whatever mistake you made for that show, they probably tried a new formula. They probably tried something different. They probably, you know what I mean? And I think that they got their answer. That wasn't what they wanted to do going forward. Or they, they didn't do the thing that they did last time, right? So I think that if nothing else, you double down on what you've been doing well, what got you that win at Rising, or what got you that third place at Rising, what brought that package, and let the cookies fall where they may. You're not going to put on any more size. You're not going to be any fuller without being watery. You could suffer a little bit, try to come in a little sharper, a little drier, but I think you kind of let the cookies fall where they may. Don't change anything too drastically, because that's really where you mess up.
JB, if she can beat one athlete, it's a huge victory, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, JB, we come into the hardcore girls. Now we come into the Miss Olympia. Now we come into the total package girls. And first up is my favorite, JB. Well, I have three favorites, but one of my favorites.
We have all favorites.
No, I do not.
Favorites, AJ.
I have 3 or 4 favorites. I don't have a lot. No. One of them is the great Levania Burrows. JB.
Mm-hmm.
This is bodybuilding, JB. Why do we like Levania so much, JB?
Yeah, Levania has the shape. She can bring the condition if she wants. She has also this appearance on stage. She smiles, the confidence on stage. The shape is wonderful. She has, sometimes some flaws, but she doesn't show it. Also, she knows how to do it. But but normally she has no flaws, and it's just great to see her. Nearly perfect.
So Monique, 28 years, 28.
Wow, she's young.
Third Olympia. She did one show this year. She dominated that lineup, but she didn't bring the same condition as we saw at the Olympia. It was actually quite a big difference from the Olympia, where she was pretty good condition. She didn't deliver the same condition, but she improved her body parts. She was bigger, better symmetry, better posing, looked more detail. She switched coach to new coaching, and this Olympia, Monique, she can even be as high as top 3 if everything is on. What do you think about Levania Burrows?
I like her. She's like one of my favorites too that I've been watching. I like that she brings the femininity with it. She has nice full muscle bellies. Her symmetry is nice. Small waist, nice lats, big legs, nice shoulder. I mean, she has the total package to me.
Yeah.
Sheena, let me ask you, what's the bet for her? Because she lost to girls like Ashley Jones based on conditioning in 2024. She brought a lot more size since then. We haven't seen Ashley. We saw Ashley Jones in the Olympia TV, but it's impossible to know if she's bigger because those outfits, you couldn't tell.
You can't tell, but did you see Ashley's most recent update?
Yeah, but it's hard telling until she's on stage.
Yeah.
You got to see her on stage to know, because a lot of people on Instagram, you can't compare. We see Levania bigger now.
Sure.
What will be the strategy for Levania to beat a girl like Ashley, who beat her on conditioning last time, who also has phenomenal aesthetics and shape?
Levina's only option, asset to do that is to bring in the conditioning. There's no, I think that the shape of Ashley's muscle, not only is she developed and has the total package and has the balance, but she has a different 3D pop kind of muscle. And
Sheena, she's a celebrity, but she doesn't have internet. How is this possible? What type of celebrity is this?
I think Selyka has like density, but I don't think that she has the roundness and the insertions and those separations the same way.
No.
Ashley's got to bring the conditioning, like she's got to bring the sharpness, I would say, because I think she does bring a level of conditioning, but she's got to bring that sharpness far beyond measure. And I think the only way that like Levina is really gonna be able to place close to Ashley, or even in to really push them, is to bring that sharpness, because she's taller, she's bigger, but she still has that thickness and the roundness to her muscle. So the only way that she'll be able to stand really up and compete is with the sharpness. And she did that better this year. But if she's going to push Ashley, if we're just comparing those two, she's going to have to bring striations like in her glutes, like separation in her glutes.
JB, it's impossible to say if she can do it or not. We haven't seen it yet, but she has to bring the conditioning to beat a girl like Ashley Jones, correct, JB?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And but what I want to say is about Levina, it's I think she already knows. She's always researching. Will the judging will be that with what they will be saying or something the officials will be saying. They are really on the spot of the officials, and I think
she went to Pittsburgh Pittsburgh, the Manions,
and also you have
Amanda is very connected.
This click, Las Vegas click. It's always researching, and I think they will be going towards that what the tendency is. They will feel about the judging, so Levina will bring that definitely.
But for people at home, she's 28, and we're talking about a potential top 3, top 5 finish. So even though we say got to bring condition, but the point is to be 28 and to even be talked about as a top 5 athlete in the hardest division in the world. This is bodybuilding. This is something we don't see at all, to be honest. I believe Chelsea Dion is Amanda Santos is the youngest, but other than her, Chelsea I think is 34. And that's the second oldest, youngest athlete there. JB, I know you have a very special place in your heart for the next one. Sheena, who are we talking about? Who does JB have an extra special? When she comes up, you can see his heart.
Are we talking about Natalia?
We haven't talked about her yet.
Are we talking about Natalia?
No.
Stop.
She's from Europe.
Alcione. You ever talk about Alcione? No.
He has a special heart for Nadia.
Nadia Capos.
Yeah. So Monique,
Caramia.
Nadia retired because of health reasons.
Yep.
Came back.
She almost died if she kept continuing. There was a cancer in her brain.
Wow.
And Nadia is a type of girl who's very passionate, like hardcore, like ACOC, like this. I want to win. She almost died. She had to retire in the peak of her career after a bad placing. Remember, JB, she was very disappointed. She had to retire.
Yeah.
She came back last year, and she's been dominating.
Yeah.
More shredded than ever. And she's huge now, JB. I don't even. She's packed on tremendous size.
Yeah, she exploded.
Exploded. Personally, obviously, I get a little bit worried. I don't want to jinx.
From the health issues. Yeah.
To put on that side, but we don't want to talk about the negative. I just pray to God that she is not. Yeah, let's hope she's healthy. Because almost dying, packing on size at age 40. This is.
But
this
the
is
last
next level.
But the last
Nadia, Monique, what do you think?
When she came back, I was like, wow. Because she's totally different. Her physique totally different from when she left. I guess she said she's going in. So I'm very impressed on her look. I think she'd do well.
Yeah. Sheena, what do you think?
I'm not really surprised that she was able to pack on that size though, because I feel like she didn't have a whole lot of. She didn't take a lot of time off between shows, when she was going, year by year. And I think when she retired and took that time off, even if it was 9 months, you know what I mean? Like she didn't, I feel like she didn't take the whole year off. It's like she retired, but then she like came back. But I think that especially at 40, I'm 42, right? Especially at 40, when you get into your 40s and you're able to rebound. Yeah. Drink your water, eat your protein. That black don't crack. That black don't crack. But no, honestly, I'm not surprised that she was able to put on that size. I think a lot of things happen when you take that time off. I think you get that hormonal reset. I think that you get the stress reset. I think a lot of stuff that is keeping your body sort of caged in really gives you the space to train, be mentally free, mentally clear, be healthy. And then, everybody knows that your body grows when you give it time to recover. So in that time that she was away, if she was really able to focus on some parts of her body that she wanted to develop, I'm not surprised. I love that she came back, with a vengeance. Big shout out to her, because it's not like an easy thing to do, but that just shows her grit and her determination.
So to put you on the spot, everyone on the spot, she has the same coach that knows her body, Enzo, a great coach, because she's only been working with him other than that one show, but he knows her body. I love an athlete who has the same coach who knows what they're doing with that athlete. And JB, top 5, yes or no?
Yes.
Monique, there's no if or this is a simple question. Yes or no?
Why you do me like that?
Yeah, but come on.
Can I say possible? It's a possibility.
No, that's a yes or no.
Okay. Why not? Yes. I go for yes.
Oh, you said it just because you don't want to make anyone upset. The way you answered you got forced to. No, but you think she can make you? Is that a yes?
Are you talking to me?
No, that's to Monique. Is that a yes
me,
or no?
Monique. All right, I'm waiting for Monique to answer.
Man, that's so hard because she brings it.
Yeah.
So wait, let me just clarify. Time out. Clarify. Are you asking for my prediction, or if I think she can, or if she can do it?
Top 5 at the O.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Another one that will make top 5. Female bodybuilding channel award to the greatest athlete this year for regular season. JB goes to who?
What?
I didn't follow.
Obviously, Alcione Santos with 3 pro wins with perfect score against the Master Miss Olympia winner versus top 5 at the Olympia, Nadia, and versus the Brazilian one that's also been really good this year. Her name is
Levina.
Barbara Moen.
Barbara Moen.
Alcione, she went to the hospital after her prep in 2024 when she was prepping with, we're not going to remain who it was, but we know who it was. She went to the hospital, sadly, after finals or prejudging. Then she had a lawsuit by the company that supported her because she went to the hospital. It cost like $200,000 and it's insurance money, and they didn't. So she has a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then she has a new supplement company, JB, that lawsuit. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, it's a drama.
She's also a single mom.
Yeah.
No, not a single mom. She's a mom.
Mom.
And when we had her interview with us, she told her upbringing, and her upbringing was her what was it? Her mom's alcoholic. Her brother is alcoholic. Her other brother is Down syndrome. The other brother has autistic.
Oh wow!
And she had to work for everyone.
Dang.
Yeah.
So
and now she's changed coach to Robert Phil, who's very hands on her, and she's brought nasty conditioning and crazy size. Monique, now we're talking. This is impressive with the backstory leading into what she's done. What do you think, Monique?
Monique or me?
Yeah,
Monique first.
Okay.
Come back to me.
Okay, JB, what do you think?
Impressive.
Like I mentioned the episodes before, it's Alcione is a tremendous example of growing that steady up and up and up and up and up, and now the last show she brought that in Offenbach, she brought that not also the definition. This was the details she brought. That was so amazing. It was you had the feeling that when we saw that on stage, it was like I do video, so it's like it's really it is a deep effect, every shadows and every definitely was great. It was
Sheena, when you see Alcione live, you see the difference between a phenomenal athlete and a regular pro, or even a pro winner, for that matter.
Yeah,
it's completely different.
Yeah.
With some of the other girls who are winning shows. The density, the separation, the conditioning is phenomenal. And the roundness and the mass in those legs. Sheena, Alcione, is she a possible top 3 this year?
No.
Oh, after all that story I put in. Okay. Because you have your top 3.
No tea, no shade. I don't know if she's gonna pick that top 3. I think she night and day from last year. I think she made the strides that she needed. She could be a top 5, top 6. I don't think she's pushing that 3rd position.
Top 6? Sheena, what?
Sheena knows the
I'm going off of the Olympia judges.
Right.
Sheena, top
I'm
6
going off of the
only?
judges. No, I said top 5. I said top 5, top 6. I said top 5, top 6.
No, that's too low. Monique, you don't see
who is she pushing? Who is she pushing out of 3rd or 4th?
Right.
Who is she pushing out of 3rd or 4th?
I'll tell you, she's pushed her and Ashley and Melissa. We're gonna see a battle for the top 3, 4, 5 spots.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Melissa's got density now.
Melissa bad. She bad. Yeah.
And my only gripe with Melissa, I love Melissa. I love the work that she's put in. I think that there are several missing pieces that a lot of these girls who are very well put together, they're going to be able to exploit those missing pieces, those weaknesses.
What's one of her weaknesses, in your opinion, that she would need to bring up? Melissa, that is.
I think structure. I think obviously she can't change her structure, but I think some missing pieces don't really balance out. She doesn't have the biceps. She doesn't have, the calves. She has glutes, but they're not necessarily, pretty. She knows how to bring them in. She knows how to feather them. I don't necessarily think that her X frame is the prettiest in a sense, and I think that it just has to do either with posing and or just the overall balance and symmetry of her shape for right now. I mean, and she made the jump to women's bodybuilding from women's physique. So for so many years, she's been dieting down, sort of, keeping the reins on her body really being able to grow. So I think once those areas, she can balance out, I think that's going to be the deciding factor. But right now with her conditioning, it's like her and Angie in the conditioning game is like lights out.
JB, Sheena did sound like Sean Ray discussing Nick Walker right there.
Please don't compare.
Right?
Who's judging calves? Who's judging calves?
No.
Did you hear that, Monique?
I'm looking over the
shape
package.
and,
The package.
Okay. Yeah. You can see her glutes bit under the training pants, and you saw it 10 weeks ago.
Yes.
That's why the conditioning is lights out. And don't get me wrong, Melissa is like, we're not best friends in a sense. Like, I don't know her that well, but I support her. I'm a fan of hers. Like, I think she's great for women's bodybuilding for the pro ranks period, because of her dedication and like the strategy and like just her overall she knows what she's doing. Like her and her coach, they figured out, and this is her husband, her coach. I want to say her husband,
Raphael,
so they've got the formula. What I'm saying is, and I don't want any of the women out there that we're talking on to take anything that I'm saying or that we're saying personally, because it's not that. We're looking at just like the X's and O's, like a football game, right? And I think that when you're putting the girls side by side, and you really have to start nitpicking. Like we're talking about nitpicking, like, you know, the tiniest of details. So I think that's really where that's where it's going to boil down to, right? Is like really sort of nitpicking these pieces to say who's going to have the least amount of flaws that day.
JB, just one thing, as you know, JB, whatever Sheena said right now, remember one thing. Since I remember when I started the bodybuilding media for the male 2017, and when I said and every year that it gets more and more sensitive. And then when I started with female bodybuilding in 2020 with you, JB, the females are even more sensitive. So what Sheena is saying now, I think is very needed in the division for women's bodybuilding, where there's no critique. There's just guys saying, oh, you're a goddess. I think it's extremely important with opinions like Sheena, like us. And I know the athlete's going to be a little bit hurt with it, but that's just how it is, because athlete gets, because you know when you're naked on stage and you've been dieting, you're vulnerable, you know? So when people say something about your physique, that's just how it is. But I think it's very important. So the girls, yes, they got a little bit upset, but to have this division that is completely lacking any type of critique, feedback, people don't like, it's very important. So because we don't see any of it. We can see some shows, I don't want to mention it, the official shows, they just say, oh, they look great. And then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. No critique.
And then they discuss the male bodybuilding down to a T, yeah? So this is very, very good. Here we come to the three heavy girls. In my opinion, most likely, first of all, Ashley Jones, Monique. In 2023, everyone started the hype train, the future. Like we did with Andrea Shaw, the future. People bullied her online to switch from this foolish division called women's physique to something called women's bodybuilding, because they put picture of her next to Andrea Shaw and they were like, ugh.
Yeah.
And she hasn't disappointed in a second. Top 3 last year, epic performance.
Yeah.
This year, Monique, what's gonna happen? Will this be enough to take out Angio? Maybe. Or will she keep her position?
you know, already to me, the first and second they fighting. You know, that's them two.
I don't have Andrea fighting.
That's just
this year,
you can't touch that.
Come on, come on.
But I think that she will definitely be in the top 3. Yeah,
don't you see there's a possibility with some improvements, and she can get much better condition. She has a more bubbly physique than Angio, and she has some crazy wow factor. What if she brings better condition that she has to, and a little bit more refinement, a little bit more detail, a little bit size here and there. Bring more detail. You don't think it's a possibility for maybe to get in that top 2, or no? If you have, do you see it happening?
She got 3rd last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this lineup is way better, though. Way better.
Okay. You know that she's gonna throw a little salt in the game. I feel. Yeah, I feel like she can shake it up a little bit.
Okay, JB.
Yeah.
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 That's to say, because I'm a good friend of Angie, but she can make it. She can make it because she's I don't know. That's why she's the wow factor. She has that ideal shape, we can say, for the women's bodybuilding, and if she can bring just tiny details to it, she can beat Angie.
Oh, and you are the guy that used to you call Angie on the phone usually, don't you?
Yeah.
And you're even saying this publicly?
Yeah. Angie will understand it, because she knows that there is always one or 2 bad can be better. So she will be work on that. So
Sheena, I have a cheat meal once every 2 weeks. My eyes light up when I see the pizza in the oven. Your eyes, when we talk about Ashley, you're like, oh. Ashley Jones, talk to us about Ashley. What's going on with Ashley?
Facts. Listen, Ashley has a special place in my heart. Not only is she a sorority sister of mine, shout out to AKA, right? The first, the only, right? So not only do we have that connection, just in that respect. So I respect her. Respect her as a sorority sister. I respect her as an athlete. I witnessed her journey, coming up through the ranks. I witnessed the consistency with which she competes. She has a shape and the structure unlike any other athlete. Like Andrea has lights out shape, density, thickness, like the development is there. I think Ashley is the only one that can push her in that realm. If we take conditioning off the table, which we're not, but I'm just saying, let's not talk about conditioning here. If we're talking about shape, if we're talking about structure, if we're talking about thick, bubbly muscle, if we're talking about detail, Ashley's the only one that can push Andrea in that respect because of the package. But Ashley has to bring a sharper, detailed, separated, presentation to the stage in order to be considered. Like literally, Angie is going to have to be off, and Ashley is going to have to be, 10 points more on, 10% better than last year because she was soft in some areas. She didn't have the detail in some areas. She is still a very young girl. Like, she still is a very young competitor. So I think that maturity and density will get there. And if she can bring that sharpness, that level of dryness, I think that's going to be the one little crack in the door that Angie leaves open that Ash can kick her out of that second place spot. Because right now it's Andrea with her shape and her density and the package, and it's Ange with the conditioning and the just enough muscle and the just enough balance that is sort of keeping them in that 1-2 race.
Quick question about her, because I never thought about it. What is her age, by the way?
Girl, don't get me lying. Don't get me lying.
Do we know her age? Because that's a big deal. I don't even know her age.
Age is relative.
Come on. Not in bodybuilding. It's
not. Not for you, Adrian.
Of course, it's not.
I think she might only just be 30. She might only just be 30, if 30. I think she might only just be 30.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Before Angie and Andrea, obviously we forgot. No disrespect, Natalia, the big one, Kovaleva.
I thought you were leaving her out for a very specific purpose.
We forgot Natalia Kovaleva.
We know you guys like your big girls. She's big.
JB, second place, Rising Phoenix.
Yep.
She brought her best ever, in my opinion, conditioning.
That's true. So. That's true.
Good conditioning.
But she loses
any
the
changes? Did we see any changes in the back quads, especially in the back, that she can climb and keep that top 5 placing we saw in 2023? Is that possible?
I hope so. Because we saw it in Rising Phoenix that she had that little problems, as you mentioned just before. I hope she can fill up this density on the legs. She was missing a little bit because she was, for my taste, she was a little bit unbalanced upper and lower body.
Yeah.
And but the condition was great, but the thickness of the thighs was not fitting to the upper, big arms she has, and I think she will have to do that.
Monique,
get it up.
Has she made improvements to keep that top 5 with girls like Nadia, Alcione, Ashley, Melissa, Levania Burrows? It's with what you saw at the Rising, because she brought great condition, the best condition I've seen her in. So I think this was great conditioning for her. I'm really happy that she brought great condition. But that's one part of bodybuilding only.
Yeah, she did. She brought some great conditioning. How many girls was at the Rising Phoenix?
No one.
5.
Really.
She's like 5.
I think it was like 5.
And 3 other.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She looks amazing. She has very good. She has some good size.
Great size.
To me, I don't know. I think I get from her. I get model, like bodybuilder model. That's what I get with her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think, Sheena?
I agree with JB. I think that it's a matter of the balance with her, because of the overpowering upper body. It's going to take a lot for her to bring the lower body into a position where it's really balanced and symmetrical, and doesn't throw off like the eyes. It's like, like anybody who's looking at a bodybuilding show will tell you, like, if your eyes are drawn to something immediately, that's almost an indication that it's out of balance, right?
Yeah.
If you can look at a package, if you can look at a physique and overall have a good flow and say like, wow, 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 but your eyes automatically go to her like big shoulders and her broad chest, and then she has these crazy melons which are beautiful, but like then it's like, okay, now your waist right now
big melons, JB, that are beautiful.
Right? A big melon. And I can say that because I'm a girl, right? So,
okay, I can't say that. Yes.
There's a certain female privilege. You get to say that, right?
No, I don't think so. That's not true. If you're into girls, because you're into girls, so it's not the same.
But it is the same, and I'm gonna tell you why, right?
Okay.
Because whether you're into girls or not, my being into girls isn't for every girl. Like, just because I'm into girls doesn't mean I'm into every girl, right? So as a girl, I have girlfriends. Like, I have friends that are girls. I have my homies. Like, I have my homegirls. I have my sorority sisters. I'm not into every girl, right?
No, I hope not. So
I can look at Monique and say, Monique, like, you're looking good, girl. You're looking good today. Or like, damn, your butt is fat, right? Without disrespect, right? But that's neither here nor there. Let me just say, I think that just with that imbalance a little bit, and it's not really, really major, but it's enough to be noticed. And I think that she does have some work to do on that lower half just to bring it within balance. And I think all of the girls that are on stage, a majority of the girls have such good balance. I think that's going to be a really big factor of this class of Olympians. I think there's so much balance on the stage this year that anything that's out of whack or anything that's not balanced, that's going to be exploited when you're next to the girls that do have balance, even if they don't have the best conditioning, even if they don't have the most muscularity, because the balance is going to be there. Any asymmetry, I think that's going to be exploited.
I think we're going to see a shocker at the 2023 Olympia. I did not predict her top 5. She came in. She had the same imbalance as you guys are talking about. She got 5th. This time, she is in better condition and she's bigger. And I think anything. She got invited to the Miss Olympia.
But those are two different classes. The 2023 Olympia girls were not as balanced and symmetrical as the girls that are on stage today. I don't think.
No, they were not. We'll see.
Right.
The top 2 girls, everyone predicting. First of all, JB, Andres, I saw the rising. This is, first of all, Monique. I thought you should have won the rising. Remember 2020?
Okay.
You were my favorite. Then
you're my favorite too. I was there. You're my favorite too.
You were my favorite. Things didn't work out with you and not with us. I mean, you and So I switched over to Andrea and Andrea Shaw. Andrea Shaw at the Rising Phoenix. Impressive, huh? Look, the hearts are coming up.
Yeah.
This is a champion.
She is. Undeniable. Yeah, she is. But so much, what I appreciate mostly is how she carries herself. She carries herself as a champion. She embraces everyone, and she's a good role model, I feel, for women's bodybuilding. So that in itself, and then with her physique, I mean, she has no weaknesses, I feel like
JB always finds something to bring up, JB, don't you? Traps?
Not JB.
Traps.
Yeah.
Her earlobes? What, JB?
What? I know, right?
JB wants more traps, he says.
Yeah, more traps on shoulders.
To me,
but anyway, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Sheena, the wild card is, will she deliver the condition always at Rising? Because she hasn't always done the best. She's always good condition, but Angie is so crazy, so we can only judge her to her condition. And this Rising, She already beat her best ever Olympia conditioning at the rising, but she had bigger glutes and hams. Those improved. With everything else, the same, small waist, the best presentation, beautiful, crazy, round, all this epic. But she brought the condition already.
Yeah.
She was on spot.
Yeo is bigger this year. We've seen updates on Brandon Ray's Instagram. Her coach, she's bigger.
That's my homie too. He's here in Jersey. That's my home guy. Like, that's my homeboy. So, you know, I have mad respect for Angie, and I'm supportive of Angie. Like, I want her to do really well. My personal opinion on what I prefer for the look of women's bodybuilding isn't necessarily her package, but you can't deny.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I think that she has a smaller package. I don't think that she's maximizing her structure. I think for what she's done to maximize her structure, I actually think that, you know, she could be thicker, like denser, like have more muscle. There are parts that, you know, you could obviously be very, very picky and say, I would like that to be sort of like poppier. Like I want that to pop more.
She froze?
Yeah.
JB?
Yeah, but I think I can continue.
Aesthetic, flowy shape.
Oh.
And I don't necessarily see that with her, but no tea, no shade to her specific package. It's just not my preference. I like the athletic shape. I like the, you know, sacrificing a little bit of the softer, you know, presentation for the rounder, you know, prettier, you know, more feminine muscle. I think that it makes a difference.
But JB, even though I have just 2 posters on the wall at home, Monique Jones and Andrea Shaw, I wasn't so surprised last year when Angie beat Andrea at the rising, because for prejudging, I don't want to say it, but I kind of had Angie almost winning, and when she won, I was like, so she didn't beat Andrea last year, and to be honest, I had Andrea winning, but I could see it because it was just something with rising that year. And then she didn't do it as well at the Olympia. This time, JB, you talked to Angie on the phone. What is the mindset for Angie at this old? Because she has beaten Andrea Shaw before, and right now, Andrea Shaw, she's like Phil Heath. Like everyone's saying it's going to be game over. She just has to show up. But Phil did lose to Roden. So,
mindset is always, you know, not always, it sounds bad, but it's nearly always the same. She wants to win it. So she brings everything in to win it, what she can, what she thinks what's right to do to win, or with her coach also, of course, But she has also this in mind, not everything means not to death. I mean, so she always looks on her health and so on, something else, and because she have, you know, interviews last we did her, she also has her husband, so she doesn't want to give anything, to do lose what she has. So she knows, focus. I want to win. I want to beat Andrea, but for everything. So, but she knows that she can bring that last Rising Phoenix condition. She was better conditions than Andrea, and so she went. So she tried maybe get 1 or 2 more kilos mass, more 3D, and but because she has it, she can do it. But
we come to the last part, JB, the most important part. We all gonna say who we have winning, and then we're gonna give our top 6 in no order, out of respect, because it's very hard placing each and every, I think. But to have a top 6, that's also top 6. That's very prestigious. First of all,
and get your mic fixed.
Does anyone have anyone else in Andrea Shaw winning?
No.
Not me. All right, so we all have Andrea Shaw winning. Monique, go to your list and give me your top 6. And this has to, because we're going to see at the wrap-up show who is the expert and who's not in predicting.
We don't judge.
Wait, AJ, we didn't. Did Hele pull out this year?
Yeah,
did y'all cover her already?
We
talked about it before you came. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I missed it.
Monique, your top six. It doesn't matter. You had Andrea winning, but who was in your top six? And you have to be. Who is your top six? Your top six, Monique. As Sheena had to run away, so she got scared for top six, so she left. So you're not scared. Your top six.
Okay, this is not in any order. Just give my
Any
top
order?
6 people. Okay, so I got Andrea, Angie, Ashley, Melissa, Levania, and how do you say her name? Selyka? Selyka? Yeah.
So you have Ashley, Andrea, Melissa, Selyka, Levina, and what was the other one?
That was 6.
That was 6.
Yeah.
JB?
For me, Andrea, Nadia, Selyka.
You also have Selyka in the top 6, okay?
Yeah. Ashley and Angie.
That's 5.
And 5, yeah. Sheena comes. And I'm not sure. But everything can happen in women's bodybuilding. Natalia Kovaleva.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's your 6th. Sheena, we know you have to go. Give us your top 6. Move the screen.
All right. Boom.
Boom, yeah.
All right. Here we go.
There we go.
Top 6. All right. So we're going in no order, right?
No
We're
order.
gonna go.
No order.
All right. Ange. I'm sorry. We're going to go. Ange, because we're not doing order, but Andrea, Ange, Ashley, Melissa.
Even after all the hate you just said about her?
Right?
Why are you playing in my face like that, AJ? Why are you
No hate.
Oh, that's funny. Melissa, no hate, no tea, no shade, girl. So
That's 4.
So that's
That's
4.
4.
Because the conditioning game is just out of this world. That's 4. Where are we at? I love my girl Chelsea. I just love her tall structure. However, I like Alcione.
That's 5.
That's 5. And I'm gonna go Natalia if she brings the conditioning she brought, because her pack. I mean, her size is just astounding. So yeah.
Okay.
I think Nadia and Leyvina, they're all gonna be in that 6, 7, 8 range. Like Natalia, Nadia, Leyvina, they're all gonna be right there.
Thank you for your time. You gotta go, Sheena. And when will we see you back?
Very, very soon.
When will we see you back on stage before you go?
Very early next year.
That's great.
We're doing it.
Can't wait.
Bye-bye.
Good
Let's
luck.
get
Thank
it.
you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. The out is gone. No? No. You can stay. You can stay, Sheena.
Okay, JB.
Yeah.
I have Andrea Shaw and Yeo, Ashley Jones. I have Alcione. That's 4.
Yeah.
I have Melissa. That's 5.
Yeah. Do.
I
I
don't know.
don't
You know, Nadia, and Levania Burrows is very hard. Those 3 there, huh?
You said,
Just say it.
4. Yeah.
I said 4, huh?
Okay.
And there you go.
No, you got
Oh, man.
you got 2 more.
Okay, Nadia.
Yep.
Levania Burrows.
Hola.
That's 6. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Before we go, Monique, if people want to see more of you, because we haven't seen you in a while, your fans, the people that remember you from stage, your posing, your size. Now JB has a video of you with the back, that black. JB, you're in that black suit when she's doing the back. You know that video we put over again. Now you're gonna see that
the
on
viral
screen,
one,
you see
yes.
her back.
Yeah.
Where can they reach you? What can they do to connect with you, to be involved in your life? What can they do?
Well, they can find me on Instagram at Fitnik2 because my other one was canceled. And I don't give up my phone number because that's a no. But yeah, you can find me on Fitnik too on Instagram.
And
Yeah.
you also coach and do posing?
I do, and I do routines also. I actually did Levania. I did hers. She did it the last show. Yeah.
You did Levania Burrows?
Yeah, I did her last one. Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah, she did. She did very well.
Yeah.
So you do posing and also regular lifestyle coaching,
Yes,
correct?
I have lifestyle clients also. Yeah.
Do you go to shows still?
I do not. I haven't been to a bigger IFBB Pro show, but NPC shows. I've been doing a lot of the national shows too here lately. Yeah. So
And everything is good. We miss you. We wish there was maybe like a retirement. You never officially retired. You never like. Are you retired, by the way?
well, I mean, it's been how many years?
You never announced it.
Well, I just felt like if you didn't see me, you didn't see me. I didn't feel like I owed anybody. I mean, I just didn't feel like I owed that to. I mean, maybe to my fans, yeah. But I mean, I give them a little bit of day to day sometimes. You know what I have going on now. I mean, you know, I'm a jack of all trades, so yeah.
Well, I think you should be proud that JB. We never seen another Monique Jones, have we?
You won't. It's only one me. Yeah.
We never seen anyone similar shape or similar posing or similar. So you were one of a kind. And everyone, Olympia Peak Week, JB, say something for the fans of women's bodybuilding. It's Peak Week. It's Peak Week for Miss Olympia. JB, inspire us.
I cannot inspire us. I just want to say big thank you, Monique, for coming on because
no problem. Thanks for having me.
2018, you were, I think, one of the spark fires for AJ to put this channel up. Yeah, because
was that the Romania? That was Romania, yeah. Romania.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that. You are one of the spark fires of the female bodybuilding channel.
Thank you.
And for Olympia, I think you will also follow it, and we are so excited to see a great lineup on stage for the Miss Olympia in 2025, and Las Vegas will be burning.
Yes, it will. Yeah. And they're moving, right? Yeah.
Yeah, back to Orlando next year. Yeah.
Atlanta. That's what Atlanta? Oh no, Orlando.
Orlando next year. Yeah. Again.
Okay.
And before we go, fans of women's bodybuilding, make sure we never know how long we're going to have Miss Olympia. We don't really know the future. I think it's important that you guys pay for the stream, write in your DMs. We watch not front pages of Instagram. We want to watch Miss Olympia. Try to highlight that you're a fan of the Miss Olympia, so it's not just Nick Walker or Martin Fitzwater talk. Yeah, try to don't hide it, shout it out, and make sure that we have a Miss Olympia forever. And Monique, take us out with an epic front double now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go on with it.
Come on.
I know.
Oh, she's not gonna do it. JB,
look.
Come on, please.
Monique, we're forcing you to flex.
Just look, JB, I got it. Don't worry about it.
JB, and we are JB. We are
Monique. We are
what?
Out.
She never does. What are y'all doing? Come on, you didn't tell me.
Okay, JB, we're out.
Oh yeah.
All right. Bye.